what Sika considers hers, anything she can see, so she was telling that female to go away. Oh, yeah, she is gorgeous and super loud. Anyways, we're with the Alaska Raptor Center, and down here in Ketchikan, we are an educational extension from our main facility, which is located up north in Sika, Alaska. Up there, we are a non-profit organization and happen to be the only full-service avian hospital located in the state, and one of the largest in the country, which tends to keep us rather busy. Down here in Ketchikan, though, we travel with a few of our permanent residents. Basically, all that means is the birds you see out here have been injured, gone through the rehabilitation process, and been deemed non-releasable by a veterinarian. So they are going to live out their years here with us as educators. So Sika here was brought to us back in 2002 after being hit by a car up on the Kenai Peninsula. When she was struck, she was rolled underneath of that car and sustained 2 injuries. The first of which is in her right wing. It's a hole the size of a golf ball that was caused by some road rash in that area that didn't heal right. But her second and main injury is a missing rear toe on her right foot. So these birds have 3 toes in the front and 1 in the back. That one in the back acts just like our thumb. So without it, she loses her gripping strength, and that impacts her hunting success. It actually cuts it by about half. And for a bird this big, that's just not good enough to survive on out there in the wild. So that's Sika. And back behind us there, sitting on the log, is Jake, and he is our red-tailed hawk from Lake, Alaska. Jake came to us after a 13-year-old boy went out in the forest, took Jake out of the nest, and tried to raise him as a pet. So Jake became imprinted on humans, which means he now relies on us for all of his basic needs. So food, water, shelter, he doesn't understand how to obtain any of those things on his own. So he is physically perfect, fully flighted, should have been out there in the wild doing just fine. Unfortunately, he can no longer be re-released because he doesn't understand how to hunt for himself. He actually doesn't know what live prey is. And then last but not least, the bird soaking up the sun underneath the tree over there is Narwhal. He is our great horned owl from Fairbanks, Alaska. Narwhal was brought in with a fractured humerus in his left wing, and he was a very, very young bird when he came in. So our veterinarian did place a pin in that wing in hopes to regain full flight. Unfortunately, Narwhal never regained his silent flight, and that is the adaptation owls rely on for hunting. So they're ambush predators, they sneak up on their prey. And without that silent flight, Narwhal would be completely unsuccessful.